Good morning and welcome back to Sparklemepink. My name is Michelle, and if you watched my get ready with me for date night video, then this is the next morning. So I am so tired. Luckily not hungover. I mean, I had a couple drinks earlier on in the night, but I ended up being DD. So we were out pretty late, getting to bed late, and I'm all raspy and tired, but I still have to go to work today. So I just took off and then I decided to start filming the detoxifying eye patches from Pixie. They're super hydrating. I just kind of like press the rest of it in. Usually it's a little shinier, but my skin like soaked it all up. I'm getting a couple more breakouts than I had if you watched the previous video. So let's go ahead and get started covering this all up so I can get ready for work. I'm one of those people that likes to look a little more pulled together. I know not everybody wears like a full face to go to work, so this might not be the routine for you, but I'm a little bit extra and I'm gonna use some of my favorite products. So let's start off with the 100% Pure Luminous Primer. I'm actually not big on primers yet. I started using this one and it's really hydrating. It's really plumping and it just feels good, and I feel like it does help the makeup stay a little bit longer because I'm just going to use it in the areas that sometimes need a little bit of help. So I'll kind of like smear it on and then press it into my pores. Let's get some blood flow going. Because it kind of feels lotiony, I can have a little bit more of a slip to it so I can get some circles going until it starts to sink in. Upwards motions, trying to wake up the skin a little bit. Especially in this area. I don't know why, but I am like normally breaking out, kind of like how this guy is going away. I normally break out in my chin area, but I'm breaking out kind of like in the sunglasses area and a little bit lower. So I'm gonna get some of the lymph fluids that's sitting here. My eyes actually aren't that puffy. Maybe it was the eye patches. Maybe it was keeping hydrated. I don't know, but I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I'm just gonna kind of get some blood flowing going up in the forehead, and we'll go into our foundation. So same foundation I use for my nighttime routine. It's going to be the Revlon Color Stay. I'm just not gonna use as much of the darker one. I think a lot of my tan rinsed off last night. So I could be, if we can go there for a moment, I could be like the drunkest of the drunk, the tiredest of the tired. I still do a full face. I remember one time, if I could be straight with you, I was like blackout drunk and Logan's like, you were literally in there like massaging your face. So that's just how it goes. Just get it in your head that this is what you do for your skin every single night, every single morning. Make it a quick, easy, like 4 to 5 step routine, which sounds like a lot, but a lot of the steps are pretty quick. You gotta remove your makeup, go into your cleanse, use a toner to rebalance everything back out, go in with a corrective serum, a moisturizer, and you're good to go. That could be like your simple of the simple. Because you will start to see a difference. Skincare is all preventative, so don't wait until you're starting to have an issue to start incorporating skincare into your life. And if you, like, I was a makeup girl all the way. Makeup was my first love, and I wish skin was my first love. I've always kind of like hated my skin, which is why I went to study it, and like I was really interested in learning more. So even being a makeup girl, I've now come to appreciate a good skincare routine. And it's a process, you know. Obviously I'm still having some issues that I'm working out, but we're definitely leaps and bounds from where I was. I feel like the hydration in my skin, the bounciness in my skin is being retained, and I feel really good about it. I'm gonna try to retain some of the waves. So I had my hair up in a loose bun with a silk scrunchie last night. That's another thing, like I'll make sure to like keep what I have. I spent all that time curling my hair. I want to keep it as long as possible. So then I'm gonna go straight into under eyes. I've been really liking the CoverGirl concealer. If you saw my review video of this, I kind of compared it to the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm liking this stuff, so I'll put this just a little bit under the eye. And then I have a darker shade. I like to use that on the outer corner. Just like boop, boop. Because for the day, I want to look like bright and fresh and glowy. Nighttime, you want to look a little more like smoky and bronzy and kind of sultry. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I'm probably fast forwarding a lot of this. I'm gonna turn my foot massager on because my feet are sore. I wore heels last night. I never wear heels. My kids got me this Homedics, like, can you hear it? It has like air that it compresses, and then it like has these little nodules that massage your feet. It feels so good. So good. I'll put a link to one in the description box down below because you have to try it. I think it was a little bit pricey because it was a Mother's Day gift, but totally worth it. It feels so good. And I'll like put it on while I'm doing my makeup. It's like a little extra spa moment every morning. Then a little bit of the Better Skin, because I feel like this sits on top of my breakouts a little bit better than other concealers. It's a little more forgiving and hydrating, but not greasy or shiny. To set the rest of my face, using the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Pressed Finishing Powder with a big fluffy brush. And then because I feel like I'm gonna be blowing my nose a ton today just for being like tired and like allergy ridden, I have the Urban Decay, what is this called? The All Nighter. This is a waterproof setting powder, and I like to use this just around my nose and a little on the outside of the eye because I feel like my eyes get watery, and that kind of helps with any of that like liquidy drool. That's gross, don't say that. Okay, any of the water in your face. Then for contour, I like to use this City bronzer from Maybelline just to give my face a little bit of structure and warmth, using a big fluffier brush. I think this is an Affirma 102. Just giving myself a little bit of sun warmth. Just helps to start to bring back a little bit of life to my very tired skin. All right, then I'm gonna top it off with the light butter bronzer. Last night I used the dark one. This one's the light one. Then for a little blush, I'm going to use the Butter Blush in Vintage Rogue. I also have the Plum Rose, and it kind of depends on the day, but today I want to go for like really like healthy and vibrant and glowy, so, because I feel like my face is gonna be like, and I need to look more, hello, I'm here. And I love these blushes, just have a soft finish to them. They're not shimmery or shiny, they're not flat. I'm obsessed. I love these so much. I do also like the Maybelline Fit Me in Buff too, so if you're not able to find the butter bronzer, I really like that one. It's a similar shade as to the Plum Rose one. As you can see here, they're kind of very similar. Let's move on to brows and we'll do like eyes and highlight. I'm gonna use probably a couple different things. I feel like when I'm trying to really like brighten up my eye and not look too like deep and smoky, I like using my Revlon Color Stay in Soft Brown because it's a little bit lighter than where I'm going with my look. And then I'll just go in and do a little detail work with the Soft Brown, but from CoverGirl. Isn't it funny how they're both called Soft Brown and they're nowhere near the same color? And then this one is just called Brunette from L'Oreal. 3 different brow colors, all pretty much called the same thing. Oh, here's the one from Maybelline. What's this one called? This one's also called Soft Brown. Just look at the package and make your best guess, I guess. I like this one, is really creamy, the Revlon one. So I could just do a little bit quicker. I just kind of do a little outline. And then I'll use the little spoolie to kind of bring the rest of the product through the brows. It makes it a little bit quicker. I don't need my brows to be perfect. I just need to like fill in some of the sparseness. There we go. That's pretty much it. And then I'll go back in and smoosh them out. All right, that's about as good as it's gonna get with that. I am gonna set it with a little bit of brow gel. It's kind of a new thing that I'm doing. Setting it so it doesn't move, because I've been getting some wonky brows and I trim them down, but sometimes they still like to poke out. Let's do a little highlight just because I feel like my face is flat and it needs a little bit of fun. I like to layer up 2 different highlights because being extra like that. This is the Rodeo Drive from Ofra and the Anastasia Amrezy. They look so similar, but on the skin, they kind of have like 2 different purposes. One is more of a like brightener and the other one has more of like the shimmer. Is the Amrezy here and then the Ofra here, and I think that's a bad example. I don't know if you could tell the difference. This one's like a little more brighter, whereas the Amrezy one is a little more of like understated. So I like to put a little of the Ofra on. Oh, that's a lot of it. The Ofra. And neither are sparkly, which is really nice. Just right there on the tops of the cheeks. And we're gonna go back with our bronzer brush to kind of blend it all in, because I don't like when it's like, you can see all the lines. And then with the Amrezy on top, see how it just adds that extra something something. Maybe it's unnecessary. Maybe you can't notice a difference. I feel like I do. I like the Amrezy one, but I know not everybody can get a hold of it. Putting a little bit under the brow and on the inner corner, whatever's left over on my brush. Just kind of like a C motion here, because I want to try to open my eyeballs up a little bit more. Whew, I'm getting hungry. Okay, so we need to finish up. And then taking my bronzer brush, just kind of going over the bottom edge here. Smoosh that into my skin. And then, so I give myself about 15 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes if I'm like going slow as molasses, which is how I'm feeling today. But sometimes I'll just give myself 15 minutes, which is the timer on the foot massager. So once it turns off, I'm like, I'm done. All right, I gotta take a drink. I made myself a little Ionic Supreme with hydrate in it, just to kind of like boost my insides too, because I need to be vibrant and fun and bubbly at work today. I pulled out, I don't know why, I was just feeling inspired by this one because I feel like see, the foot massager went off. Apparently it's been 15 minutes. Oh, my feet feel so much better. Okay, so I've been really liking this one, the Peach Punch. I hope you can still get it. I know the colors are a little bit like, ooh, that's like super, super peach, but it's kind of fun. So I like to put, of course, just the regular peach all over my lid. And then I'll sometimes use this one on like the outer V, and then I'll kind of mix these two in the crease. I'll show you here. I'll kind of put you fast forward, but you get the drift. I'm keeping the concentration of the darker shade on this outer corner here, because I really want to be lifting the eye up. So I want the lightest and then like the darkest, not quite on the lash line, but like just up here in the crease. See that there? I want a really bright inner corner here, so I'm going to go over to the Nudes palette from CoverGirl, and I'm going to pull up this shimmery shade right here. It's not too blinding, but it's going to give me just the right amount of brightness that I'm looking for. I would normally do eyeliner now, but I think I'm going to skip it today and go straight to mascara. I've been really liking the El Makiage one, and then followed up with the Revlon. Like last night I just used the Revlon and then put some lashes on, but today, like normal day, I don't usually wear lashes, and I feel like this gives me like a similar effect. Very long separated lashes. Yeah, I feel like my hand is way too shaky to be able to do liner this morning. And I kind of like my eyes to look a little more fresh, a little more open. And sometimes liner can look a little too like droopy and heavy. I mean, you could do it right where it looks up, but I don't feel like messing with it this morning. I try not to get too cocky with this mascara because then the lashes will start to like clump together. And I don't want that. I want a little bit of clumpage, but not too much clumpage. And then I'll just kind of like top it off with the Revlon one. I feel like this gives them a little more thickness without being clumped together. It makes the actual hairs look a little bit thicker. Because I think it's a volumizing one. Yeah, ultra volume. So I feel like the El Maquillage is great at length and like pulling the lashes up. Whereas this one's giving me a little more bulk. Cool, so moving on to lips. My favorite combo as of late, and I hope you don't hate me for it, but it's a Morphe combo. I really love the Morphe cream lipstick in Flirt topped off with the Boho lip gloss. And I'm so sad because Ulta doesn't carry this one, and I thought it did, and mine broke. I don't know if you can see. It's like totally like, and I tried to melt it and put it back in there. You can see it's all like smooshed now, getting everywhere. I'm really sad. It's not expensive. I want to buy another one because it's my perfect nude shade. So now I have to like, it's like the weirdest way to apply lipstick ever. But I'll have to drive out to the Morphe store soon and get another one. I just know that if I go there, I'm gonna want to buy more stuff, and I don't know. I don't know if that's stuff that you guys want to see, or if it's just gonna be things that go like in my personal collection. And then using the Boho on top, because it's not shimmery, that just kind of gives the color. And it kind of looks a little flat until you put your gloss on top. You know, I tried a new gloss last night and it was a little bit thicker. This one's a little more comfortable to wear, but this one was looking like really plush. It's the Milani one. So go watch that video to see me put it on. It's kind of funny, my initial reaction. And it's easy to like reapply throughout the day. You don't have to worry about it like getting on your teeth or anything like that. Okay, that's it. Oh, I could set my face, I guess, because I really do need this makeup to look half decent throughout the day. So I'm just gonna give a little spritz with the Morphe spray. I just feel like this one gives you a little bit of hydration, but it doesn't make you look totally matte. Like I have other sprays where it like sucks up your face, and I like having a little bit of life to me, but not super shiny, because now I have other ones that you look super glistening and wet, and I'm like, I don't want that either. So let's go ahead and, I should have done this before my mascara, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, just fluffing up the hair here. That is it. Thank you so much for watching and getting ready with me for the day. I know it's not that far off from like a nighttime routine, just maybe a little bit different on the eyes, but I wanted to share some of my favorite products that I use almost every single day. But I hope you found this helpful, or at the very least entertaining. Definitely leave me any video requests that you have in the comments down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.